Good morning, students. We all know that education plays a very important role in everybody's life. Malcolm has rightly said that education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. Confucius has added that education breeds confidence, confidence breeds hope, hope breeds peace. With these beautiful thoughts, I welcome you all to today's class of English. In today's class, we will learn about determiners, which is the 16th lesson of our grammar book, that is the Grammar Right, and probably the last chapter of this session. Let us know what a determiner is. A determiner is a word used before a noun to show which noun is being talked about in the sentence. Determiner speaks about how much or how many of a noun. These are the following things which come under determiners: definite and indefinite articles, demonstratives, possessives, quantifiers, cardinal and ordinal numbers, question words. Let us know them one by one, and we'll also see what are the importance of these determiners in English. Our first point is definite and indefinite article. If you could see, it is given in your book itself. We have already learnt about definite and indefinite articles, and we have also understood that a or an are indefinite articles as they don't refer to particular nouns. Thus, the definite article as it speaks of a particular noun. And we have also learned in our junior classes and senior classes also that generally a is used before a consonant and an is used before a vowel. But the usage of an depends on the pronunciation of the word. Suppose we have learned that a, e, I, o, u are vowels. So according to that, the words which start with a, e, I, o, u, either of these, an should be there before that. But there are examples like European, which starts with e, but the pronunciation is as if it starts with y. We use a European instead of an European. So there are many such examples like that we have already done in our previous classes. So there is an exercise here where articles are missing, and you have to put a slash when an article is missing, and you have to write which article is missing here. Most of the areas the is missing. Also, suppose when we talk about definite or indefinite article, suppose when we say he is, suppose NRI is given, so N is a consonant, but since the pronunciation is N, that is EN, or MLA, that is EM, so before that an MLA and NRI we will write instead of A. Our second point is demonstratives and possessives. Demonstrative we have done, demonstrative pronoun, possessive pronoun, these all we have done. Demonstratives are this, that, these, those. Similarly, and we know the usage of those also. And possessive means belongings. My, your, his, her, its, our, their. Sorry. So these possessives are also coming in this category. I'm sorry. There are some examples given on page number 134. You can get help from these. Rajiv has not returned my storybook. Your suggestion was like my, your, his, her, its, our. This kind of possessives are there. Then quantifiers. Quantifier, the word means, as the word suggests, that it means quantity. So it in this quantifier, how many and how much both will come. I mean countable, uncountable, both. So there are some examples: all, any, enough, less, lot of, lots of, both, each, either, few, fewer, neither, several. There are examples given here. We will use some of the words before a quantity and some before numbers. There are some words like some, any, this kind of words will go with both the cases, with quantity and with numbers. Here we use quantifiers with both countable and uncountable. Here the table is given: how much, some, a lot of, plenty of, lots of. Here this column is given for your help: a great deal of, a great amount of. This all the meaning is also given. So some and any are used, just now I have told, used with both countable and uncountable. Some boys, some rice. Okay. Enough is placed before a noun, indicates the quantity requires or necessary. Enough is for quantity. There is enough sugar in the jar. There are enough people, that we don't say generally. Then we have cardinal and ordinal numbers. Both cardinal numbers, if you remember, we have done in adjective of number cardinal and ordinal. So cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 till millions, billions. And ordinals are first, second, third, fourth, which talks about place. I mean, what is the place or position? There are 30 people in his favor and 50 against him. This is the example of cardinal. And Neil Armstrong was the first man to set his feet on the moon. So Neil Armstrong was the first person who reached on moon. So first will be the example of ordinal. So it could be first, second, third, fourth till the end. Then we have distributives. Distributives means when we mean about distributing something. So sometimes we say that trophies are distributed among each of the students, every of the children. Either of them will get the prize, neither will go there. So each, every, either, neither, these are distributives. Okay. So there are some examples given here. Every child in the world deserves affection. Either is positive and neither is negative, that we know. I can stay at either hotel, both are good, means any of. Either means any of, neither means none of. Then we have question words. Question words we have done almost in every topic. That is WH questions: which, what, whose. Generally which, what, who, what and whose will be taken here, because we are talking about noun here. So with noun, whenever a question will ask about a noun, then which, what and whose is used. So take care of that not all kind of WH questions will be included, only which, what and whose will be there. Now a few, the few, a little, the little. These are a very complicating things. Students get confused sometimes. So whenever we talk about a few, that means you have to know about, suppose if we say a few, that means some, at least some. A few means almost no, and the few means whatever you have, whatever. Suppose the few people who are gathered were also not supporting the person, means the few which are there. Similarly with little, suppose there is a little water in the pond, means some water. There is little water in the pond this year, almost no water, almost finished. Little means, and the little means the little water that is there in the pond will dry up. Whatever the water is there will also dry up. whatever is there. The means. Similarly, the few and little, both the cases, a few, the few, a little, the little means about that. So go through this theory once again. It will help you a lot. Most of the exercises are solved for you. Here you will write about choose and write few, a few, the few, little, a little, the little. Then match the column that makes the most sense. This you can do yourself also. Exercise E. Then exercise A, less perfected. You have to use the articles. Again, I would say that you do it yourself first, then you'll see the answers. And here there is a mixture of the exercises here, where almost all kinds of determiners are there. That is article, possessive, possessives, quantifiers, distributives, demonstratives, almost all the things. And then exercise C, these determiners are given for you to make sentences. This also I have done for you. Instead of it, I have given another exercise to you, which is given on page number 133. You will make sentences with these. This one, C, I'll be sending you. Then also here in the second one, the passage below, underline the incorrect determiners. Incorrect determiners are there and you have to correct them, and you have to write the correct one in the blank. This one. This you can do because maximum things are done for you. So this you can do. Now revision worksheet is also there at the end of the book. Here one passage is given. This passage you will go through, read it properly because comprehension passages are there in our syllabus, and you will try to search the answers of the given questions from the passage. In this revision worksheet, the mixture of exercises are there. Then another exercise is there. You have to choose should, would or could for the blanks. Be very careful. Speak and write the answers. Then you will get the answers. And you will also learn how to speak using the correct modal verbs when you want to speak correct English. Then we have in these sentences certain words have been used incorrectly. That you have to find out and underline it and then write the correct things in the blanks given. These kind of questions will come in class 9 also in English. Now split each of these sentences into two simple sentences. Now one full sentence is given. You have to divide them into two, means two main clauses should be there when you divide them into two parts. Means a sentence will start with a capital letter, end with a full stop or question mark or exclamatory mark, wherever it is required. Then transform the sentences as directed. As it is told, the first one you have to transform into indirect speech. Then indirect speech. You can see indirect, direct, whatever is asked, you have to do. We have already done. Then the last page, punctuation, you have to put the punctuation marks in capital letters. Here, try this in copy. Then you have to change this passage into passive voice. And the last one is there that you have to write a letter to the principal. Although this is not there in our syllabus, but for your knowledge you can write. Okay. To take the permission to visit a company who are specialized in small scale industries, to prepare your work project, that for research work you require that. So you want a permission from your principal since you are going from your school, so they will allow you to go and do the queries and know about them. So dear students, I hope that you have understood. First of all, during determiner, when you will go with this chapter determiners, you will learn this 7 points that which all things come under this category. Suppose if in exam it is asked that fill in the blanks with determiners, you should know that which all things come under this category. Then it will be easier for you. The answers will be sent to you So first you'll try your own and then you'll see your answer. And suppose if your answer is wrong, you just mark it, and during your class, online class, you may keep the query in front of your teacher and ask her that where you were wrong and why your answer is not correct. So this is the end of today's class. I'm going to wind up. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Goodbye.